Because anyone at any age can post information online, there are many videos about how to care for pet rabbits. Some of them are excellent, but many of them still contain incorrect and sometimes dangerous information. Some of that misinformation comes from sources people assume they can trust. So today, I want to slow things down and talk about the basics, the things every rabbit owner or caretaker should know, whether they're brand new to the world of rabbits or have had years and years of experience. I won't be able to cover everything in one video, which is why this is the part one. For over 10 years, my goal has been to replace historic misteachings and myths with facts, and to bring awareness to rabbits being the fragile, responsible, sensitive animals that they are. If you care about sharing credible information instead of popular misinformation, thank you. Also, I wanted to thank all of you who were subscribed to my old Love Your Rabbit channel, and also to you new subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. The first thing we must understand is this. There is no difference between a rabbit living in your home as a beloved pet and a domesticated rabbit that's kept outside in a cage or in a hutch, garage, barn, breeding facility, or a show program. They are the same animal. They have the same biology and the same base nature. I don't believe there are feral rabbits. What people often call feral are those abandoned domesticated rabbits. The ones that get dumped outside by humans who apparently didn't do proper research before bringing one home. When referring to animals meant to be pets, the word feral gives this massive problem a certain feel, as if the animal were born to be wild. It was not born to be wild. Even abandoned rabbits are domesticated. They do not belong out on the streets fending for themselves. Biological needs of these animals do not change based on what the human decides to use them for. They don't become a different animal because they're bred, shown, sold, or used for agriculture. Every domesticated rabbit, every single one, has the same physical and emotional needs. Cruelty is cruelty. Neglect is neglect, and abuse is abuse, regardless of the reason humans give for this lack of proper care. Rabbits need space, a lot of it. The body of a rabbit is built to run fast, jump high, twist, binky, and explore. Their strong hind legs exist for movement. They do not exist for confinement. Even small rabbits need significant daily space to move their bodies freely. This can be in a rabbit-proofed room, a hallway, or supervised free roam time, but adequate space is not negotiable. It is just part of properly caring for these animals. Keeping rabbits confined in tiny cages or hutches, especially without daily exercise, is harmful. Reasons humans overcage these animals does not matter, and it does not change the rabbit's base nature or needs. Number 2, rabbits can live much longer than you've been told. With proper care, rabbits can live 10, 12, 14 years, or even longer. You might have heard that rabbits can live only a year or two, sometimes 4 or 5 years. That average includes rabbits who died young due to poor diet, unsafe handling, overcaging, or just a lack of veterinary care. Sadly, it also includes the massive number of rabbits that are born and raised only for slaughter. Many rabbits are purchased as babies for children who aren't developmentally able to handle such a fragile animal, and many of those rabbits don't survive their first year. Number 3, rabbits are easily litter trained. Rabbits naturally choose one area to go potty. Litter training works best when hay is placed directly in the litter box because rabbits like to eat wherever they eliminate waste. And when they do go potty, take a little bit of hay and cover that up so they don't jump back in and stand on their own waste. Not all litter products are safe. Many popular options were never studied on house rabbits at all, but are carried into the rabbit communities as if they're 100% fact. I strongly encourage rabbit caretakers, especially if you're someone who's teaching online, to read information directly from science-based sources. Pull the science papers and read them yourself. Verify where those studies came from and make sure the studies were specifically done on rabbits. Popularity never guaranteed accuracy. It doesn't even guarantee expertise. Rabbits do best when we stay as close to nature as possible, including with their litter materials. That means no cat litter and no scented products of any kind. Remember, companies are interested in sales. Modern marketing tactics are used to persuade people, even if the information in that advertising is not in your rabbit's best interest. Number 4, small hutches should never be a rabbit's whole world. Sadly, many rabbits spend their entire lives in tiny enclosures. No animal should live in a space where they can barely turn around, are rarely engaged socially, and receive minimal interaction. Many of these poor animals are forced to sit or lay down, basically live on top of their own urine and feces. Even if a small enclosure has to be used temporarily, it should never be the rabbit's primary only living space. Number 5, rabbits are warren animals. They thrive with companionship. While good humans love their rabbits deeply, we simply can't provide 24-hour social interaction. That's why many rabbits do best with a bonded partner. Loneliness and depression are very real in rabbits. Bonding is a whole other topic and another video series, but here are a few points. Bonding must always be done safely and gently. Rabbits should be spayed or neutered and given time to heal from their surgeries. Introduction should be slow and controlled. Research and guidance are essential. My suggestion is you learn from people who have been successful bonding many different pairs or groups of rabbits over the years and have done so safely. Unsafe bonding can result in serious injuries within seconds. This will leave the animal suffering, and it will leave you paying a large amount of money to an emergency veterinarian for repair surgery. This can all be avoided by learning gentle and safe bonding from someone who has long-term experience in this area. Number 6. Aggression is a red flag, not a personality trait. Rabbits are prey animals. Aggression is not their natural state. When a rabbit displays aggressive behavior, it's often a sign of pain or illness, or fear, or past trauma. It could be a sign that they've been overcaged or neglected. Basically, a lack of trust in humans. Blaming the rabbit misses the point entirely. Aggressive behavior with rabbits is a communication. Us humans have to learn to speak their language rather than forcing them to speak ours. Number 7, rabbits should never be hit or yelled at or sprayed with water or punished in any way. When a human looks for ways to punish or discipline their rabbit, it's usually because the rabbit is doing something that's part of their base nature. Chewing and digging are natural rabbit behaviors. In fact, rabbits are 100% diggers and chewers at their base. Humans will not change that. If a rabbit destroys something, the solution is to manage their environment better. It's on the human, not the rabbit. Punishment is not the answer, and it does not work. Punishing a rabbit only makes them more fearful and mistrusting of you. Bunny-proofing your home isn't optional. It's part of responsible rabbit care. Bunny-proofing the rabbit's living environment not only protects the animal, it protects your home and your belongings. Rabbits are not dogs. They learn differently, respond differently, and they trust differently. When their nature is respected, rabbits are often gentle companions. A well-cared-for rabbit can be an amazing pet. Number 8, diet can save or end a rabbit's life. Rabbits are strict herbivores. Their diet should include unlimited fresh long-strand hay, fresh water at all times, a small amount of rabbit-safe greens, and high-quality pellets if used, but only in measured limited amounts. Sudden dietary changes can cause diarrhea or GI stasis, both of which can be fatal. When I take in a rabbit with an unknown history, depending on his condition, I start very simple. Unlimited hay, unlimited water, maybe a few high-quality pellets, and maybe one safe green like a leaf of red lettuce. Then I transition his diet very slowly. Most often, I leave out greens because many rescued rabbits arrive with diarrhea or other issues caused from improper feeding. Rabbits will eat things that are bad for them. It causes harm to feed them popcorn or chips or other snacks that are only meant for humans. Just stick to the basics. These are fragile animals with very specific needs and sensitive systems. This natural feeding method has helped me stabilize countless rabbits who arrived on the brink of a health catastrophe. Of course, when I receive a rabbit, every new bunny is immediately scheduled for a well check with a rabbit-savvy veterinarian, someone who has experience with rabbits in addition to being an exotic pet specialist. These animals need veterinary care just like other pets do. If you ever speak to someone who wants to get a rabbit, please tell them the truth. These animals bring immense joy when they're well cared for, but they also require knowledge, patience, and a high level of responsibility. They're a lot of work, especially when they're little kits or younger rabbits. As always, be kind to animals, and thank you for listening.